That's not the plan. It's crazy because you mentioned Pitbull earlier, and I remember when Pitbull first came out, he was like rapping, like he had a song.
I still have old Pitbull records on my.
Well, he had a song with Nas that never, I don't think, got dropped, but it was like on Napster called Imagine. It was like sampling like John Lennon. It was so fire. But it's so crazy to see, like.
I'm guessing they couldn't clear that.
I'm assuming not, right? But like, did you like being around Pitbull so early? Did you have any inclination that like he would end up being such a worldwide superstar? Like when you Google Pitbull, the dog doesn't even come up when you Google Pitbull.
That's funny.
He comes up first. It's just that's like
at least he spelled it correctly.
That's how famous he is.
I can't spell like ludicrous and fabulous. I can't spell the word. You spell
like the rapper.
Anymore. Yeah.
Like how do you spell ludicrous? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean Pitbull was always just a hustler. Like and certain people, you know, when you see that work ethic, you're like, they're gonna make it. And I was a fan of the music. Like I remember hearing him. I was driving over the causeway like 4:00 in the morning, leaving the beach, and he was on the radio freestyling, or maybe it was recorded. I don't know. But like, Welcome to Miami, you know, just his little freestyle. And I was like, where can I find this? Like, how can I find this rapper? And as soon as I met him, I was like, yeah, he's going to make it because I've told this story before. I was supposed to interview another artist who was, I want to say he was signed to Jive, another artist. He just got like a big label deal and it was like all over the radio. Like, this is the next big thing for Miami. Right. And I'm waiting for him to show up. I think it was like the second time and he just didn't show up. And I was on a deadline, and I'm like, what am I going to put in this magazine? I have these pages I got to turn in. Right. And Pitbull's manager at the time, Big Teach, was like in our adjoining office. We were all in this like music industry kind of central office in downtown Miami. And I go over and say, hey, Teach, like how quick could Pitbull get here? I got to get this, turned into the printer. And Pit was like, oh, I'll be there in 10 minutes. And we went downstairs, did a photo shoot on the beach, which incidentally, that photo is in the Smithsonian now, which is crazy. Or it's part of the Smithsonian collection.
Wow.
And we did an interview and sent it to press. And so to me, if you're an artist and you're trying to get on, like that's the attitude.
That's the attitude to have.
Like you got to be, if you need somebody to come drop a freestyle, like
listen, that just happened. I just had Jadakiss at my table, and this kid from Phoenix, is amazing rapper Merkham, snuck his way into the BET media room. So he was telling me how much I was like, who do you like this up and coming? He's like, man, I just like that real rap. So I was like, go get Merkham's.
I called him.
So he ran.
I was like, where you at? He's like, around the corner. I was like, come over here right now.
So I handed him the mic, and he freestyled for Jadakiss and killed it. It was dope. Now he's got that
that's
moment.
what it takes,
For sure, 100%. No, it's crazy because I think back then there was Ozone, and then I feel like the West Coast we kind of had like Murder Dog.
Yeah, Murder Dog. Yeah.
Murder Dog was like.
They were even like a little more grimier than us.
They were grimy as fuck. Murder Dog was crazy. And it was almost.
I like Murder Dog, but I feel like I was trying to make an effort to be like a little more. I don't want to say mainstream, but
when your magazine's called Murder Dog,
a little more polished, maybe.
Yes, 100%.
I was real serious about the editing, like typos and the presentation of it. I wanted, even if the subject matter was like street and like authentic, I wanted it to like look a certain way.